Recently, fans have noticed that Discovery Plus is advertising for new episodes of the long-running series Sister Wives. With the promotions of the show cycling, fans are wondering what is going on. Although the Brown family is currently facing their worst nightmare of burying one of their own, they are stumbling through the tragedy the best they can. After the death of Garrison Brown, some fans have said they will not be watching any future episodes. However, others are eager to know what is going on in the family since the end of Sister Wives Season 18. Undeniably, with such a long-running series, it is easy to get connected to the people in the shows. Furthermore, devoted fans have stuck it out through the good times and the bad over the years. Likewise, dire fans continue to tune in even with maddening incidents like when Discovery Plus and other platforms didn't include the specials as expected in December. After the promised episodes weren't available on all platforms in December, many Sister Wives fans were livid. Additionally, some threatened to cancel their subscriptions over the matter. However, others hung tight through the mess. Lately, fans have picked up on advertisements running on Discovery Plus pointing to new episodes of Sister Wives. One fan on Reddit brings up a discussion saying, "New episodes every Sunday," then follows with, "On the Discovery app, Sister Wives now has a new episodes every Sunday tag again. Did I miss something, or is this a glitch?" Currently, the Brown family is attempting to return to some semblance of normal after losing their loved one. Reportedly, the Sister Wives family was filming for the upcoming Season 19. Even with the unexpected passing of Garrison Brown, an insider told The Sun the family was filming. They say the family is normally always filming, whether it's with actual cameras or on their phones. Additionally, Kody Brown gave hints of the story continuing after the unraveling of the plural family. While no official statement has come from TLC, there seems to be a new season on its way. However, most likely the advertising on Discovery Plus is still cycling from the last season. While there aren't currently new episodes available on Discovery Plus, the TLC network seems to be moving forward with the next season. However, fans can stream past seasons on the platform. What do you think about Discovery Plus airing advertisements about new episodes of Sister Wives every Sunday? However, when Kody Brown first started to date David Woolley after her infamous split from Sister Wives star Kody Brown, some family and friends were worried, and rightfully so. The mother of 6 had literally slingshot herself into a new romance pretty quickly off the back of her toxic marriage. It was evident that Kody wanted to prove to everyone that she had found real love. But had all the PDA and love bombing backfired? In December 2022, David and Kody started dating after reading online. The couple became official on Valentine's Day 2023 and have been pretty inseparable ever since. Not only did David become a huge part of the Sister Wives star's social media, but he also seemed to be in on the jokes, especially when they were a dig at the polygamous patriarch. Fairly soon after making it Instagram official, the duo were spotted out at Disneyland referring to one another as King and Queen. Honestly, it was a bit gross to see just how taken Kody was, and while fans seemed happy enough for her, a few wondered if it was just too good to be true. David and Kody seemed blissfully happy even if the math didn't always add up. At first, it didn't feel like many Brown family members supported Kody's run down the aisle. Kody Brown revealed that he would never support his mother publicly or privately. The only son of Kody and Kody always has something to say about everything, and it felt that he was just being difficult for the sake of it. There were rumors that Janelle Brown also thought her besties were going way too fast. But as fans are seeing on Sister Wives, Kody clearly was okay with the marriage since he was the one who walked his mother down the aisle. Janelle and the rest of the older children were also there to show their support. Meri Brown cried to the TLC cameras as she shared just how happy she was that her second mom had found true love after all. Kody naturally hated everything about his third wife moving on, but that made the wedding much more enjoyable, I presume. However, things are not always what they seem, as Kody's close friends have recently spoken out to the US Sun, noting they are concerned for the TLC star and very much feel as if she rushed into the marriage. It turns out that most of her inner circle is having a hard time believing that it's true love. A couple of red flags would be the timing, as they hadn't even been dating for a year before David proposed, and they ran down the aisle. It turns out Isabel Brown and Aspen Brown have their guard up after voicing a few concerns when it comes to their future stepfather. Even though a lot of Christine's closest friends are worried, they just aren't going around voicing it to everyone because they don't want to take away from Christine's happiness and having her moment ruined. The worst takeaway is that, apparently, Christine has changed after courting David and is not the same person. Another red flag is that Christine has been acting out by getting tattoos and dressing seer. Sources close to Christine and David insist that she is totally different when she is with him, stating she's showing off her tattoos, she's doing things she's never done before, and she's showing her wild side that people have never seen before. It doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It's just friends are concerned that she might be forgetting her roots and how she was raised. But it is okay to change if it is for the better. When her friends note about Christine forgetting her roots, I can only assume they are referring to her Mormon upbringing, which taught her how to be a perfect wife to her husband and basically take all of Kody's shit. So maybe a bit of change could do Christine some good. But I do hope Christine is actually in love with the construction executive. It would be such a pity if Christine got her magical white wedding, and again, it meant nothing. However, while all of the Brown family are processing the loss of Garrison Brown in their own way, Meri Brown is getting hate for her choices. However, some Sister Wives fans see what is happening and jump to Meri's defense in the matter. Although no one truly has the right to tell anyone how to move through grief, it is often tempting to judge others who grieve differently than you do. On Reddit, one Sister Wives fan says, Meri's latest post doesn't deserve the hate it's getting, then proceeds to discuss the issue at hand. Meri posted a video that is swarmed with comments of people king horrible to her. They continue, as someone who's been deep in grief before, you are allowed to laugh. If anything, a therapist would encourage it. Laughing with my friends during crying sessions over losing a loved one, it's healing. Then they point out that Meri Brown isn't new to grieving her loved ones. Further, they point out that while she helped raise Garrison Brown, he isn't her biological child. Following, others joined the conversation. After the initial Reddit post, other Sister Wives fans added to the conversation about Meri Brown receiving hate for moving forward with her life. Notably, the original poster points out that other family members like Christine Brown aren't getting as much pushback for returning to their normal behaviors. Although no one knows for sure how Meri Brown is doing behind closed doors, she is trying to survive just like the rest of the Browns. Perhaps her coping mechanisms are higher with her prior experience with death and other worldly losses. Grief tends to come and go. Likewise, it presents itself differently throughout the process. And generally, it never goes away. The person usually builds new methods to continue on their own life journey. However, in March, the Sister Wives world was rocked by the tragic death of 25-year-old Garrison Brown, who died while in the middle of a long simmering feud with his father, Kody Brown. Kody, the father of 18, used to be very close to his son, whom he shares with his second wife, Janelle Brown. When he married his fourth wife, Robyn Brown, Kody spent less time with the children he had with his first three wives, which created tension, resentment, and conflict in the family. The situation got much worse during the COVID-19 pandemic in 2020. Kody and Robyn were extremely cautious of the virus, while some of Kody's older children were not. Kody feuded with Garrison and Gabriel specifically because the boys continued to work and socialize with their friends during the pandemic. The boys refused to follow Kody and Robyn's strict rules, so Kody refused to see them. By the end of Sister Wives Season 18, Kody and Garrison were no longer speaking. Garrison died for a self-inflicted gunshot wound and was found at his home in Flagstaff, Arizona on March 5. Garrison had always made it clear to his family that he wanted to join the army. When the time came, Kody didn't want his son possibly to be sent off to war, so he convinced Garrison to serve his country locally instead. Garrison joined the National Guard and served honorably, which was explored during Sister Wives Season 11. It is, however, disappointing that Kody didn't support his son and stood in the way of his dream. For my boys, there's so much more going on than just this fight over whose COVID rules should be followed. They have for a long time perceived that Kody's focus, his time, everything was spent, the majority at Robyn's house, even when we lived in Vegas. The COVID-19 pandemic separated the Brown family and exposed the existing cracks within the Sister Wives clan. By the time the pandemic hit, Garrison and Kody's older children were already feeling resentful of Kody for the fact he had less time for them since marrying Robyn. When Kody didn't think his older kids were taking the virus seriously enough, he stopped seeing them. For the first time, the Brown family spent multiple holidays apart from each other. The family was never fully able to recover from the pandemic, and neither was Kody's relationship with Garrison. However, the feud between Kody and his older children started before the pandemic. During an episode of Sister Wives Season 17, Janelle provided more insight into the conflict. For my boys, there's so much more going on than just this fight over whose COVID rules should be followed, she explained to producers. They have for a long time perceived that Kody's focus, his time, everything was spent, the majority at Robyn's house, even when we lived in Vegas. The tension between Kody and Garrison got so bad that Garrison ended up moving out of Janelle's home. Though Janelle refused to kick her kids out of the house, Garrison ultimately saved up enough money to buy the $329,000 four-bedroom house in Arizona, where Garrison's body was found on March 5. During Sister Wives Season 18, Garrison moved into the house with his siblings, including his brother, Gabriel Brown, who was the person who found Garrison. After her December 2022 split from Kody, Janelle revealed that Garrison had somewhat of a relationship with Kody at the time. The Sister Wives star and mother of 6 explained there had been some communication between Kody and Garrison since their falling out over Kody's strict COVID-19 protocols. However, there was no reconciliation, Janelle said during the Sister Wives Look Back Part 2 special. Sadly, Kody and Garrison's relationship hadn't improved by the time Garrison tragically passed away. Now, Kody will have to live the rest of his life knowing he missed out on time with his son. Our loss will leave such a big hole in our lives that it takes our breath away. Minutes after the news of Garrison's death was made public, Kody posted a statement to Instagram alongside a photo of Garrison in his military attire. Janelle and I are deeply saddened to announce the loss of our beautiful boy, Robert Garrison Brown. He was a bright spot in the lives of all who knew him. The family statement read, Our loss will leave such a big hole in our lives that it takes our breath away. We ask that you please respect our privacy and join us in honoring his memory. Garrison's tragic death is expected to be a storyline during Sister Wives Season 19. However, Kody Brown has been going through the tragic death of his son Garrison Brown. The Sister Wives star lost his beloved son on March 5. Janelle, Kody, and their other family members have been trying to find ways to move on from the tragedy. But that didn't stop the TLC fans from ripping apart Kody Brown for not mending his bond with Garrison. They have been blaming the father of 18 for not giving love and attention to his son. Fans of the series have been extremely harsh with the reality TV star. Some have even gone to the extent of spreading hate about the person who just lost his son. Kody has been hardly using social media due to the huge criticism since Season 18. Now, the huge amount of bitterness and anger may also make him leave social media. Sister Wives fans have been grieving the loss of their beloved star Garrison Brown. It has been difficult for the family and fans to cope with the loss, but it turns out that the critics have been venting their anger on Kody Brown for Garrison's death. They have been speculating that the latter lost the will to live because his father wasn't kind to him. The dynamics of the family started changing when Robyn entered the family. Sister Wives star Kody Brown has been the one facing the blame since the family fallout. His feud with Garrison and Gabriel also affected his reputation badly. The TLC star's kids have complained about not getting the love and attention they deserve. However, Kody Brown has just lost his son Garrison Brown. But the fans have been ripping him on Instagram to express their anger without thinking how he must be feeling. Honestly, Garrison would have also not wanted his father to be attacked like this after his passing. Some of the haters have also reached the point of mocking the father of 18. But the critics forgot that the same person denied his son to join the army to save him from getting killed or wounded. The TLC star wanted Garrison to get a degree and join the military as an officer. He wanted to reduce the chance of him getting killed. The father-son duo had huge clashes in the past and has also been estranged for a long time. But Kody was always concerned for his son's safety. He always got angry with his sons for not following the COVID protocols and risking their health. Hence, it is quite unfair to mock or slam a father who was already regretting the time he couldn't spend with his son when he was alive. Moreover, Kody was just like a typical father who had disagreements with his son. But that doesn't mean that he wanted bad for his son, and he doesn't deserve all the backlash. So the negative comments are only making it difficult for him to move on. Kody Brown started dividing his life instead of multiplying it, and it led to the family fallout. Garrison and the other kids have complained previously that the TLC star hasn't been around them much since his fourth marriage. Now the viewers have been thinking that Kody's estrangement and their clashes led Garrison to take his life. However, Garrison Brown was very fond of felines. He had a soft spot for the fur babies and rescued so many cats. Fans have always seen him playing with his two cats, Kathu and Patches O'Houlihan. The Sister Wives star also adopted his third cat, Ens Buttons, a few days before his unexpected demise. Garrison was a proud cat dad and worked for many animal shelters to help them in giving a new home. Hence, the fans were naturally concerned for the TLC star's pets after his passing. Fortunately, Janelle confirmed previously that her other children adopted their late brother's cats. However, the family didn't disclose which of his siblings adopted Garrison's pets. Fans have been curious about the well-being of reality TV celebrities' fur babies. They went to know how the cats had been after their owner's passing. Recently, one of Garrison's siblings confirmed that they adopted Kathu. Sister Wives star Garrison Brown was popular for having a soft spot for cats. He was always concerned for the cats and wanted to make sure that they got the best home. A few animal shelters also honored the TLC star's passing in various ways due to his unconditional love and determination. Garrison's fans were hoping for the best for his cats after his unexpected demise. Recently, Logan's wife Michelle revealed that they adopted Kathu after the reality TV star's passing. She took to Instagram to post a lovely picture of her late brother-in-law's cat Kathu. She posted a mirror selfie from her bathroom while the gray kitty was staring at her. Michelle wrote, "Kathu requires a 10-scratch toll payment before I begin the morning." The star sported a lavender crop top and gray pajamas while stroking the head of Kathu. A Sister Wives fan started a Reddit thread to share the wonderful details of Garrison's cat. The Ope wrote, "A new home for Garrison's cat." The user went ahead to gush over Logan and his wife for being an amazing human being. Fans were glad to see that Kathu was blending well in his lovely home after his owner's death. One fan wrote, "This makes me so happy. Kathu will continue to be so loved." Meanwhile, the others were happy to find that Garrison's cat went to a good home. Further, the other gushed over the lovely name of the cat. Logan and Garrison had an unbreakable bond. Fans always gushed over the bond of the two brothers. The Sister Wives stars shared lovely moments together as siblings and made good memories. However, losing a brother is the worst thing anyone could experience. Logan has been heartbroken like his other siblings. Recently, he shared a heart-wrenching post for his late brother weeks after his passing. He took to Facebook to share loving memories of his wedding day with his brother. Logan expressed how much he missed Garrison. He went on to explain how the world has become darker and less funny for him. However, the TLC celeb was trying to find comfort in knowing that his brother had found peace. However, Sister Wives star Kody Brown has been walking on clouds since falling in love with David Woolley. But today she knows the feeling of being trapped. Plus, this celebrity from the TLC series says her husband taunts her about this. Sounds terrible? Not really when you put it all in context. Yes, she's feeling trapped, and her husband is taunting her, but that is the price you pay for being chauffeured around. Kody Brown is known for her car confessions. She either makes these confessions while driving around or sits in her car alone to confess something. But it's all aimed at the Sister Wives fans to keep them in the loop. Usually, these confessions have a comical flair about them. Today, Kody and her large family deal with the aftermath of Garrison Brown's death. So getting back to the daily grind isn't easy. But she's trying. In another recent video, this Sister Wives mom of 6 said she doesn't want to get out of bed in the morning. Her despair is overwhelming. She also defends herself after some fans think she posted online so soon after Garrison's passing. She explained she has to work to keep herself moving forward, and social media is part of her work. Fans flocked to her comment section and agreed wholeheartedly with her. Then, a few days later, she posted the confession post about her husband, David Woolley, and fans were thrilled to see it. Kody takes to the camera and shares what is likely her first public gripe about her new husband. Sister Wives fans commented that she looked tired, which you might expect after a family tragedy of such magnitude. But what Kody says next seems to demonstrate how this Sister Wives mom of 6 is fighting to get back after such a huge derailment. Despite looking a little worn down, the traditional Kody Brown, who fans love, did her thing. In the quiet solitude of her automobile, she starts by explaining to her sister wives' followers how her husband David backs her car into the garage. She likes this, it makes it easier for her to drive out of the garage the next time she leaves. But his parking job also rattles this newlywed wife. When David chauffeurs his wife, she sits in the passenger seat. So he backs into the garage all right, but he gets the passenger side of the car way too close to the garage wall. So Kody Brown says she feels trapped. Then, to add insult to injury, he laughs about it and taunts her a bit. So this sister wives' bride feels trapped by David, but only when it comes to his parking job. Kody Brown can take the most mundane things in life and make them interesting. This is just one example of how she puts a twist on the daily task of parking your car. But from her own words in her post, this sister wife celebrity feels trapped, and her husband taunts her about that. But in all reality, David playfully jokes with his wife when he parks too close to the garage wall for Kody to exit the vehicle. So this famous face from the TLC reality series manages to give her fans a smile with her latest car confession offering. But most of all, it looks like that armor still shines when Kody Brown glances at her husband.